Welcome, everybody. We are doing our third barrel pick this week, and tonight we're doing Larceny. So excited to be doing this because we've actually never done a Larceny barrel pick before. So I'm going to be kind of excited to see what this one's going to amount to. And Ryan, what about you? You've never picked a Larceny barrel, have you?
I have not. I don't think so.
Unless you were with not me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back, and no, it's the first for me too. So yeah, party on.
All right.
We got these awesome guys with us.
Yeah, I know. So here we go. Another round. Another crew of Patreon supporters. So thank you everybody that is that's supporting us. So let's do what we always do. You all know Kenny, myself. You all know Ryan. So let's go ahead and we'll go around the horn. So
what's your bad question tonight?
That's what I had it a second ago. Okay, so I got it. So Mikey, I'll let you go first. Just introduce yourself. Say where you're from, and your fun icebreaker tonight is which movie has made you laugh the hardest.
Oh gosh. All right. So my name is Mikey. I'm in Cincinnati. Oh man, movie that's made me laugh the hardest. That's a really tough one. I'm gonna go outside the box, Kenny. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna not do a movie. I want to do a series, and that's The Office. I hope that's okay. But
well, let's slide.
I quote that thing.
You're off the pick. That's not allowed.
See you guys.
Mute him. No, I'm kidding.
I probably quote The Office, but when it comes to a movie, I quote Tommy Boy quite often because I'm not that smart of a guy. So all of his sayings in there, like whenever people start talking about something that's completely out of my realm of understanding, did you check the specs on the inline for the rotary girder? So just to kind of slide in there, but.
So I'll tell you what. I think you just took my funny movie as well. I grew up on Tommy Boy, man. That was anything Chris Farley was like my go-to. So Tommy Boy was definitely up there, and Callahan Auto and Fat Guy in a Little Coat. I mean, yeah, that movie's got quotes for days. It doesn't stop.
Yep.
Awesome, Brian. You're up next.
All right. My name's Brian. I'm also in the Cincinnati area, and I think for movie, I'm gonna have to go a little bit outside normal here and say Sausage Party.
Oh, that is it outside.
Mainly because my wife suggested we go see it. She had absolutely no idea what it was, and she'll never live it down.
I've never seen that.
It was it had what? Oh gosh, I just forgot his name. Who was the main lead in it? Curly hair.
Seth Rogen, I think.
Seth Rogen, yeah. I was about to say Joe Rogan. I was like, wait a minute, that's not Joe Rogan. It's Seth Rogen.
Joe Rogan doesn't have any hair.
Yeah. I had to get my stuff straight there.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
I have to watch that.
It's Ryan.
It's a totally animated thing, and it's full of like dirty sex jokes like the entire time.
Is it on like Netflix or something?
That one I'm not too sure about. Might have to look for that one.
All
right, Rick, lead us in.
My name's Rick. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and if I had to say, I think I'd go with Just Friends as the most quotable make you laugh movie.
There you go. I like that one.
That's a good one.
That was the one with Timberlake, right? Or no, that was
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Okay, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
And Amy Smart. Was that her name? Amy Smart.
Samantha James.
Good choice. All right, Luke, your turn.
If I heard correctly, what's my favorite show that I get quotes from? Or
so
it's breaking up there, Kenny.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, and the movie that has made you laugh the hardest.
Luke Otero from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Glad to be on with you guys. I always like The Godfather. I pull quotes from there, funny or not.
That's hard one from funny.
Dang, we have to watch out for you, Luke. You think Godfather's funny?
Leave the gun, take the cannoli, the stuff like that. So anyway, looking forward to tonight, guys.
Glad to have you, man.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
got 2 no Mexicans. That's awesome.
And 2 Cincinnatians.
And 2 Cincinnatians.
2
and
Louisvillians.
2 Kentuckians. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. How'd that work out?
I don't know.
Randomizer gods.
I think you messed with it.
Well, Ryan, I already kind of did my movie. What about yours? You have a favorite all-time classic funny movie?
I mean, Dumb and Dumber for me is just like so good. But I mean, I can watch that a million times. But one I watched recently that's because my kids just got Disney Plus and it was on there and I cried laughing the whole time. And I used to watch it when I was a kid all the time was Heavyweights with Ben Stiller. And like, oh man, that movie it's so funny.
Get on the scale.
Get off the scale, Josh.
There's some other good ones here in the chat. Anchorman's always solid. I think there's probably more quotes that have been pulled from that, maybe more than Tommy Boy.
Anchorman's great. Any Will Ferrell's pretty good.
Absolutely. Porky's. I mean,
Porky's.
That's a classic funny one. So, all right. So let's go ahead. We'll get into it. We're doing a Larceny barrel pick tonight. So what I'm going to do, we've got 3 barrel selections in front of us. You all have the nice bottles. We have the sample bottles here that I had to dump out and move into it. So I'm going to put these in numerical order again. So let's see. We got 662 and 669, 669. Okay, so first we got a 662 5303, 669, 669, 687011. Okay, so there we go. I think I got that right order. So I got 3 glasses here in front of me. First one, going to pour barrel 662 5303. This is coming from Warehouse H, floor 5.
You want to look at the warehouses again or wait till later?
I mean, might as well. We already kind of know it now that we know it's on there. And here's the thing, is that I already know everything with the double letters are automatically Deetsville.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure Warehouse H is going to be the Heaven Hill one. Let me go ahead and just bring up Heaven Hill warehouses.
Well, the other one's HH. But the 2 letters are, okay, Deetsville.
Yep.
You already said that. I had a bunch of old Heaven Hill today. Dusty Heaven Hills.
Oh, yeah. You had a good day golfing there, didn't you?
Had some pure Kentucky airplane bottles and old Bardstown airplane bottle.
Nice.
From the 80s. It was good stuff.
Glad you're still walking and
I know.
still with us.
Rumbling, stumbling.
Yeah. Oh, other good
anything
ones.
for you all.
Yeah, we need you here. We need that palette. I also said this was coming from floor 5 as well, the first one. And then also some new movies rolling in here. Step Brothers. Did you touch my drum set?
That's
Did you touch my drum set? I know you touched it. Dodgeball. Another solid one. All right. Next one is 669 6811 Warehouse Double F. Double F stands for Bernheim, I believe. I just lost the thing here. Oh gosh, their website's going crazy on me. Nope, Double F is not actually. Wait, it is okay. So Double F, this one is Deetsville. So second one is Deetsville.
Nice.
Go ahead and pour a little bit of that guy. And then the third one is 669 6870 Warehouse Double H. This one's Deetsville as well, and floor 5. And then the one that was just prior to that was floor 6.
So mid-tier, mid-level.
How many floors are there? Is there 8?
I'd say there's probably, because Four Roses has what, 6? So there's probably what, 8 or 9, maybe 10.
I don't think
know.
so.
On those
we should
Heaven
know
Hill
these.
warehouses, they're
We
so
should really
much
know these.
taller. They're so much taller than the Four Roses ones.
Oh yeah, they're massive compared in size. We should really know this. Like
Well,
we've been doing this long enough that we should really know how many stories high a warehouse is.
It just purrs. We know nothing.
I've also got my pen and paper ready just to kind of make some check marks here, but let's go ahead. We'll start off with barrel number 1 here, 662-5303. Start nosing and start tasting. See what we got here.
Smells like bourbon.
It does, doesn't it? Let's see. Somebody said Rush Hour 1 and Rush Hour 2. I don't know if I've ever thought about those as like extremely funny comedies, but I guess they are comedies.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. I guess.
I've never been the biggest Chris Tucker fan, though. I've just never been a big fan of his comedy.
I think that I liked 1, Rush Hour 1. I don't think I ever saw 2.
There we go. Eric Carrico says Heaven Hill's 11 stories. So
See, there you go. The more
Or-
you know.
11 stories, 11 rows, something like that. I don't know what you would call it. Oh, Tyler Van Wilder. Talk about a coming of age movie.
I forget about that movie. That is a good one. That's another Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
That movie he does with Jason Bateman, where they like switch places. That one's pretty funny. I thought.
Yep.
I can't remember what it's called, but
Oh, where they like pee in the water fountain, right?
right.
Or that
Yeah.
fountain. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of go like, what's your taste on number 1? What are y'all thinking? I think it falls a little flat. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much there.
Finish.
It's just like a Bob's boring bourbon.
I like the nose. I mean, it's pleasant.
Yeah.
Not distinctive at all.
Yeah, it's pretty bland. You get typical notes on the nose, but yeah, it's kind of there's bitter mid going on, really flat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you guys on that one.
Yeah. No finish.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take a second drink just to make sure for science.
Science.
It is it's the first one too. We got get the palate going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of finish, but even the finish is a little bitter.
So what are these? 94? Are they 94?
92.
92.
92.
I do,
Okay.
I think.
See, I don't know anything. Don't know the warehouses. Don't know the
Well,
curves.
well, they have the sample bottles that has the information on them.
Yeah. I just got Kenny's terrible handwriting.
I
was like,
never claimed to be. I never
I was
claimed to
trying to
have good
read
penmanship.
these. I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna try to put these hieroglyphics together
Chicken scratch.
to pick them, put them in the right order. I'm just messing. They're legible.
I was about to say I've never took like a manuscript or a really fancy writing class.
Is there another pick tomorrow? I see I have 3 more samples left.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
It's actually got
not that I'm complaining. I'm just curious.
no. So we will be picking out another barrel of Jack Daniel's rye, but that's been pushed till Monday. I know you'll be on vacation, so you don't have to join if you don't want.
It's at what, 9?
9 p.m. Yep.
Gotcha.
No pressure. You're on vacation.
Probably won't be able to get away with it, but maybe I can sneak off. Like, oh, I gotta check the grill or something for an hour.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Ryan.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 picks this week, and I thought that was a lot. You guys put me to shame.
We almost did 4, but the timing didn't work out. All right, I'm on to number 2 here. The nose I get like even less out of.
Oh yeah, that's really
No nose at all.
This one's pretty light on the palate too.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty similar to 1. I didn't say they'd all be all home runs.
This one's a little better, maybe.
It actually has a different note.
Has a better finish by
Yeah.
that much.
It's more earthy for sure. There's like this dirt, grass thing going
See,
on. in this one.
I tried to talk about dirt last night and I got in trouble.
Oh boy,
we
It's a natural-
shut that down pretty quick, didn't we?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not trying to offend Joe or Drip. I was like, it's good dirt, not bad dirt.
good dirt. Yeah.
If there's such thing as good dirt. It's like Miracle Grow potting soil, you know.
I mean, it's actually like a really oily. I mean, it's sticking to the side and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a problem being 92 proof.
I mean, proof down probably has something to do with it, but even then, I would expect somewhat of a distinctive nose. I get almost nothing.
Yeah, the nose is bad on that one. It's just non-existent.
This
one's a little more it's definitely a little more viscous, got some nice little black peppery kind of flavors on the end,
Yeah,
but still just
Yeah, I
want a
was gonna
little
say, I
more.
got a little spice on the palate that time.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to jump in number 3 already?
Let's do it.
Might be the quickest barrel selection
Yeah.
ever.
Really, we're really selling these.
Well,
Going faster than Freddy's Choice did, that's for sure.
well, I can tell you, number 3's nose is already miles ahead right now.
Oh yeah, right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the finish though on that second one's still going. I kind of like it.
We can't blend them.
No, I can't blend, unfortunately. Number 3's got the much better flavor.
Fuller body too.
Yeah.
A little darker.
Ron, give us some notes on number 3.
That's what I'm thinking. Just hold on.
That's why you're here.
Get some a little bit like honey, chocolate, cinnamon thing going.
Mhm.
In like a really pleasant, spicy kind of like it's like a hot sauce, like that nice spicy pepper that just sits there on the back. And I mean,
Yeah.
it is like still there.
The finish is great.
Yeah.
I got some pepper lingering on the mid palate. Don't really feel much in the back at all. Really, no perceptible burn. Nice and
Yeah, it's not a burn. It's more just like a nice spice. I guess maybe that's the same thing, but I don't know.
Nice spice.
slightly warming, but definitely not.
Yeah, it's not like alcohol. It's more like of a pepper kind of burn, like a habanero or something, like the mango habanero wings or something. You
I don't
know,
know if I get that.
no,
mean, there's
not
definitely-
the mango, but you know what I mean, like
Which that
when you-
lingering.
when you have like a hot pepper and you get that peppery like stench, and it's not like alcohol burn, it's more pepper burn. I'm just not connecting with you.
the dots
this
aren't
one.
adding up.
Keep trying. Just keep trying.
Yeah, keep throwing out
Gotta
stuff.
figure out
I mean,
how do you fit this into a cereal with a hot sauce?
Yeah, this one's gonna be a tough cereal. It's like you get some honey grams and you put some cinnamon chocolate milk and then you dump hot sauce in it. And there you go.
wow, you really sold that one.
Not the founding member.
How about a little honey sriracha sauce there.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's Luke. Way to save my ass. Honey
I
sriracha.
knew that's what you were going. I mean, everyone's giving you a hard ass time, but geez.
No kidding.
I think the flavor is great on it, though.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like it.
This,
I'm trying to like pin down like a good note on just like the flavor.
It's like I get a ton of honey and chocolate on the front,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just goes into that spice. So honey chocolate
I get
sriracha.
I definitely get a little baking spices, some cinnamon, something.
Mm-hmm.
No one's getting the cherry.
Oh,
I
you getting
haven't-
cherry?
On number
Yeah,
3,
on the
Rick?
Finish. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the finish.
Mm-mm.
Maybe a little cherry cordial. I can see that. It's really nice though. It reminds me of a good weeder. Well, I guess it is a good weeder. So
It has to be a weeder. You
Right.
don't really get a choice.
yeah.
Not with Larceny, that's for sure.
So I mean, I know Larceny was Old Fitz, which was acquired from obviously Stitzel Weller. Is it the same exact mash bill that they did at Stitzel Weller? Or
No.
Okay.
No.
They just bought the brand and that's it.
Well, I mean, everything that was there, I think we've talked about it before. People said like, "Oh, how can we replicate everything at Stitzel Weller because it was amazing and blah blah blah." And it's like you can't.
Can't.
So I mean, even if it is the same mash bill, they'll be able to replicate
Right.
what happened there, just because of warehouses, grain, wood, everything that was kind of going on during that
Yeah.
time.
I remember that one guy that what was his name, Perry, or
Yeah, Perry
spirit-
Rittman.
he was talking about like you just having the open air fermenters, like wild yeast flying in everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to replicate that. And how you'd go like open every window in the warehouse every day and then close it every night.
And then they had the what was that hose? What do you call it? Do you remember? He had like a black hose that they used to go and they'd pop the bungs out and they'd like siphon out bourbon out of the barrels like in the middle of the day.
Oh yeah, for like a
The
nooner.
mule. The
The
mule.
mule. Yeah.
That's what it was. They called it the mule. Old episode.
I feel like we were tested here. They were like, let's give them 2 like mediocre barrels and one really good one.
One really good standout barrel and see if
And
they can
see how
play
good these guys are. Because I mean, those first
Well,
2 were
I
Kinda-
think we passed.
I
yeah.
was about to say, does anybody want to vote on the first 2 or are we good with the third one? Like
I went back to the first one just to nose it because it was pretty bland, but the nose is a little sweeter now. It's opened up a little bit,
Yeah.
but
you just can't smell your bourbon all day though.
it's true.
Yeah. It's just
No.
there's just nothing there for me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like it's not bad. It's just average. It's a sideways thumbs.
The first 2 are.
The first one for sure.
Sideways.
I mean, the
thumb.
second one gets a little better. I mean, I like the viscosity of it and the finish on it.
Yeah. 3, I think 3 is just miles ahead. I think it's really
Yeah.
good. There's something, I mean, it has all the good quality and characteristics. I wish it was like 5 proof points higher, but it's got a good flavor, it's got good finish. For $35, probably can't really
Yeah.
complain too much, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, refresh my memory. Warehouse Double H is where?
Deansville.
Beatsville, yep. Yeah, I went through all of them again, tasted and snosed them, and yeah, the third one's miles ahead, like you said, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing beats this heavenly sriracha.
Now
I like that
it's just got to stick. The honey sriracha. Thanks, Luke, for saving me.
I'm just trying to figure out how we turn that into a sticker.
honey. I don't know. Trying to think.
Eric Carrico asks, what's the proof? It'll be 92 is what we're trying it at and what it'll be bottled at.
92.
Tyler asks, were you guys getting nervous after the first two?
I kind of was.
I have a confession to make. So when I knew that coming into this, I've heard of other groups that have passed on Larceny.
Yep.
And when we were offered Larceny, I was just like, you know what? Send the samples. If we don't take it, we don't take it. Whatever. So before I even like put it out that said like, hey, who wants to do this barrel selection? I tried them all to make sure that there was at least one in the group that I knew was going to be good. And so I'm glad it actually the numbering worked out that it wasn't the first one and ended up being the third one. So it just progressively like kind of led up to it.
You definitely did them in order.
So I tried looking out for you all. I didn't want you all to be like, that was the most mediocre barrel pick ever. They were all terrible. That's what I was like. I made sure that I at least test tried these and I was like, okay, I know there's one that we're gonna at least come away with here.
I was pretty nervous after the first two. I was like, oh gosh. Like, please.
Yeah, I was a little worried because you can't just go back and get more barrels. So what do you do in a remote when you have nothing that meets your criteria for a good barrel? But I do like number 3.
I did a Kenny. When I got mine in the mail on Monday, I tried them all. There was one that stood out, but I didn't pay attention to the number and kind of mixed them up and was waiting for today. And then that's more than likely the one that was to stand out on Monday.
There you go. At least I'm not alone on it.
Thank God it wasn't the number one, and we're like you thought number one was like the best, and we're like just pooping on it.
No.
Yeah, we've never not accepted a barrel, or that's a double negative, but have we?
No, I mean, everywhere we've gone, we've come away with something. We've passed. Yeah, actually, I take that back. Remember, we have passed on ones before where we had samples shipped to us, and we were down here in the basement. It was a Patreon only kind of thing.
That's right.
So I think we passed on 2 or 3 different ones that day. So we have passed on some before.
That's right. I remember that, but we've never been to a distillery and been like, nope.
See you later. No, I definitely don't want to waste our time, their time, or anybody on the Patreon's time to actually go and do anything like that either. So
yeah. John's asking how I hit him. Man, Valhalla is tough. I felt like I hit the ball really good, but I still shot 104 because it's like the rough. You just get in the rough like 2 yards off the fairway, and you're like having to hit a pitching wedge to get out of the damn thing because it's so thick. It was punishment. By like hole 14, I feel like I've been punched just like all day. It was still fun. I mean, beautiful course, great. I mean, the weather was absolutely perfect today. But
is that Kentucky bluegrass out there?
Well, their fairways are bent, and then it's tall fescue. I don't know why they call it Kentucky bluegrass because it doesn't grow worth a damn here. It's like
he's the guy that's going to answer those kind of questions for you.
A 104. How many putts?
You know, my putts weren't bad. I had 24, but I had a bunch of like just in the rough, like punching out, and like then you'd hit like miss the green and roll down the bunker, and then you're like hitting out the bunker, and then you're hitting over, and then you're like playing ping pong on the green, back and forth. So it was. I did have a couple pars, but a couple chances of birdie. But that was my first time playing. I haven't played since last August, so and I'm normally like a 16 handicap, and I shouldn't have gone to Valhalla for my first outing because it's like a PGA type course.
Me and you got to go golfing sometime. We've actually never been together.
That course in Bardstown?
What's that?
Ryan, did you play the course in Bardstown?
No, I played Valhalla. It's a PGA course, Louisville.
Oh,
the,
geez.
the courses in Bardstown are much easier. I would have felt good about playing there.
Need a Bourbon Pursuit Scramble.
Yes, that's a great idea.
It's not bad, Brian. We might actually have to do that because I think I have to look through my email. There is somebody in our Patreon community that's a pro at one of the local courses here.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
yeah. So we'll have to maybe make that happen. There you go. Somebody said just Patreon golf scramble.
I'd be in.
Let's do it.
That's a great idea. You know, we've always thought about what would be a good event. You know, to get everybody together. That's like perfect. I don't know if they're doing scrambles now, but as soon as they are, let's do that.
Well, I mean, can't you
Of course,
just show up and
especially
just call it a scramble?
I guess technically.
I was like, just show up, grab teams of 4, and call it a scramble and go.
True. Today they made us so we all got our own carts. That was
Yeah.
and there's no water coolers. You're like, I'm dying. I need some water.
Let's see.
No cart girls.
No cart girls, no bunker rakes. So you have to like rake it with your club.
Hey, Kenny,
I did a lot of that today.
Kenny, you put a scramble together, and I'll get Jack Johnson to drive me and my clubs out there.
All right. I think let me look into it. I think we might be able to do something like that. I think it'll be fun.
That would be fun.
Here's a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah, so Mile Kentucky Home would be a great one to have it at. That's right next to Heaven Hill, and Willits is right down the road.
Yep.
We're gonna go somewhere where the local pro is that we have on Patreon. We're not gonna do that to him.
He ain't gonna give us a deal. They're like bleeding money from COVID.
Well, I'm not saying get us a deal, but we'll help him out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe give me some lessons while I'm at it, so I don't suck as bad. Keep your head down, Kenny. That's the problem.
Head down, contact. That's what it's all
Okay.
about.
John Henderson, Sweetens. Go to Sweetens Cove.
Sweetens Cove. Yeah.
I'm still drinking number 3 over here. I think it's fantastic.
It's really good. That's very true. Part of playing golf is sucking. Yep, very true.
That's true.
I was the.
So
Go ahead.
how are we turning this honey sriracha into a sticker?
It's a good question. I'll reach out to our sticker guy. That's also the artist, and kind of see what he can come up with. I don't really know what it would look like. To be honest with you, I don't know if it's like because
in a sriracha like a bird or something, or what's on the label?
Well, I mean, you could do like a sriracha bottle,
It's
like
a cup.
covered in honey or something like that.
A bee stealing a pepper. So you get the honey, the larceny, and the
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Oh, there you're thinking with the larceny thing there.
Dang, that's pretty good, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only one in, so
Oh, there we go. All
There we
right. Okay, so we got the
There's
sriracha
bird.
bottle in front of us. So
It's
how
a
do
cock.
we play on that one? Good thing we got
We'll
an
do
artist that knows that.
We'll do a bee stinging the cock and stealing the larceny or something. I don't know. That makes no sense.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ryan and I came up with the honey sriracha. You guys come up with the rest, all right?
Mhm.
Hey, that was all you, man. That was you.
golden rooster, John.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually eat sriracha we actually don't have a bottle of sriracha house at our house.
I
so.
like sriracha.
It's good.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a condiment whore. Like I love them.
Man, one of the best condiments is the Trader Joe's Sriracha Ranch. Man, that's like game changing. It's awesome.
I'll tell you the best condiment that I've had lately is that truff hot sauce.
I haven't had that.
It's
haven't tried it.
truffle oil infused hot sauce. Oh, it is. It's something else.
Is that the ad on Facebook they play all the time?
I don't know. I mean, it was on like Oprah's favorite things like
Yeah.
a year and a half ago or something like that, and my mother-in-law got it for me, and I've got like this much left in the bottle. It's delicious, and it comes in packaging like a very awesome like not wooden box, but like a white box, like an iPhone case almost.
Make
Rick
sure it
trying
says
to
natural,
Getting a close
natural
up.
color.
Rick's trying to drown out his image and just
Do a
hot chili
sriracha.
sauce on there.
Natural, yeah, natural color.
We're just gonna call Rick Sriracha from now on.
I'll take it.
Sriracha Rick.
Man,
Sriracha Rick.
I love truffle too. I need to get some of that. I'm like sucker for truffle.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I actually went out and bought some truffle oil just to like make with pasta anytime I make it. So,
Yeah,
a few little dabs on there.
a little goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
It's good stuff too.
I saw Keith confirmed it is on Facebook all the time. This scrolling ad.
Oh, for truff?
yeah.
Well, now that I've talked about it,
I
it's
bet
gonna
it'll
show up
pop
on
up.
mine.
Yep.
It'll pop up on mine. Yeah, now we talked about it.
There's
Plus
a video.
the other 50 people that are tuned in right now, it's just like, son of a bitch. I gotta buy it now. We gotta quit giving all these people free advertising.
Yeah, no kidding. That'd be a great sponsorship.
Like, what notes are you getting on this? Well, Ryan, in fact, I'm getting some Truff hot sauce.
Truffle hot sauce in this Larceny pick.
There you go. Barrel age it.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, it's actually hard to barrel age a lot of stuff. I remember when Ryan and I, when we were doing Pursuit series, when we dumped these barrels, the guys were like, "Hey, do you want these barrels?" We're like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do something with them." And I mean, we looked into like what in the world could we possibly barrel age? I mean, we looked at everything from like maple syrup and just name it, ketchup, honey, hot sauce, even vinegar. It actually costs more money to fill a barrel with like teriyaki sauce than it is to like buy a full barrel of bourbon.
Jeez.
It's expensive. It's expensive to take teriyaki sauce and just sit there and try and barrel age it or something like that.
Yes, when you're trying to fill it for when Costco sizes. Yeah, I'm sure we could get like industrial, like totes or something.
Well, I mean, I looked like you can buy like teriyaki sauce like by the gallon on a few places online and stuff like that. And when you got to buy 53 gallons worth of stuff, it adds up, man. You're like, wait a minute.
Maple syrup's like absurd, anyways. Gosh, I bet that's like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a couple $1,000s just to barrel age it, and hopefully it works out for you.
Yeah, I think for maple syrup, the only way you'd really be able to economically do that is if you were tapping the trees yourselves.
Yeah, I do love that Woodinville maple syrup, the barrel aged maple. Good God, it's good.
Yep. They do something good with theirs. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like all natural or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like special.
John, I've never priced out 50 gallons of teriyaki. I have. You'd be
what does
surprised how
Larceny
far
do
it doesn't
with
go.
these? Do they
Sorry?
put these in a tote? When Larceny gives you the samples, do they put it in a tote or does it stay in the barrel until you pick?
They stay in the barrel.
Yep. It stays in the barrel. The way that they all do this is, at least at Heaven Hill for sure, it stays in the barrel. And so even if we select this, right now, everything's actually moving pretty fast. When we selected our barrels of Elijah Craig on Monday, I've already gotten the emails to say, like, go and customize your label and everything like that.
Wow.
So they're moving relatively quick right now. I would imagine that these will be in hand within the next 2 months, maybe 3 months, something like that.
Really?
So everything's moving relatively quick right now. So maybe we're in a good spot. But
Usually it's like 18 months.
sometimes it takes a while. You just never know what you're going to get with it. But yeah, it stays in the barrel until they dump it. And then once it dumps, then it just gets added to the pallet and shipped out. I don't really know if we can pick up the barrels from Heaven Hill. I don't think we can do that. I think they've stopped doing that for a lot of places now.
They might now because they can't sell the damn things anymore right now with no exports to Europe or anywhere else. So they have a shit ton of barrels to get rid of.
Oh man.
So if you need some barrels, right now is the time to get them because the Scotch companies aren't buying them right now. So they just have like semi trucks of empty barrels sitting there. They can't do anything with.
I would definitely love to build a display bar out of one.
Yeah, those are cool.
For sure.
Seen some guys do some really a lot of nice work on them.
I didn't make this one. Peter, is this going to be barrel strength? No. Well, unfortunately, Heaven Hill doesn't do barrel strength anything for picks. So, but
Yeah.
Old Force, on the other hand, are doing barrel strength picks, and we are already locked in to do a Old Force or barrel strength pick in August. So get
Very
ready to see the signups for that one happening relatively soon. Patreon followers. So we'll be one of the first ones to be able to do that. I say one of the first ones. We'll be the first ones in the California market to do it. Since all this runs through California. Michael's asking are these the Cincinnatians that have to fight for Weller Antique every week?
No, bro.
Not me.
Not me.
There you go. At some point, you just give up. You're like, it's antique.
Well,
you
big
got a
story
few
in
of them
Ohio this week or last week was there was a bar or store pick. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a bar that was actually, they refused the barrel and it was delivered to the state-run or state agency stores and sold through the stores. It was completely unannounced OWA. It was apparently a non-chill filtered pick that came out and was sold right off the shelf.
I guess just restaurant couldn't afford to take it in right now.
The story I heard was that the price had gone up. They thought they were getting it at the old price, ended up at the new price. And so this barrel apparently was dumped in 2018.
Weird.
An old pick,
price. I mean, like it couldn't have been more than like a $10 difference. Like it's amazing that
that's about what it was. I don't know if we'll really.
They're gonna kick themselves in the ass for that one here in a year because they're gonna realize that they're never gonna get that opportunity again.
Yeah, but it was snapped up last week, from what I understand.
Right.
Crazy.
Good old Ohio.
Somebody needs to give us a Weller Antique pick.
No kidding.
For reals, man.
We'll make good use of it.
Josh Steely, where you at?
Yeah, make it happen. Yeah, they did the Weller thing on Buffalo Trace's Facebook Live today with Harlan and Josh tasting through like Weller single barrel.
Oh, yeah?
I watched like a few seconds of it.
Has anyone seen the Weller barrel proof?
Full proof?
Of that new one, the orange label.
Oh, the single barrel.
Single barrel.
I don't know if it's actually out yet.
They don't think
Maybe
it is.
maybe it's starting to show up. I don't know. I just know I'm never going to see it, so I don't really worry about it anymore.
Yeah. I've gave up
Just
on
go over to
Weller.
Fred's house.
Yeah, that's what we actually need to go. We actually need to get over Fred and steal some of his samples for Whiskey Quickie soon.
I know. It's all everybody. He always
gets everything.
shit.
He gets everything. And he always complains he didn't have enough. Get out of here. It's enough. Enough of that nonsense. All right. Well, almost 45 minutes into it, I think it's safe to say that we are going to come away with barrel number 3.
Number 3.
669-6870. Deetsville, Warehouse Double H, and floor number 5. There we go. Perfect. 92 proof. Thanks for holding up there, Mikey.
You got it.
Very nice.
You all enjoy the rest of those sample bottles. There's plenty enough to go around.
I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna feed it to Jack, Kenny.
There you go. That's fine. He'll enjoy it. I feel bad. I've seen his name on all the randomizers. It just never comes up. And I saw yours come up, and it's like, well, sorry, Jack. But I'm glad that we're able to do this and do a lot of these things. I think we're going to have like at the end of this, we're going to have like almost over 100 people that'll be able to join us on barrel picks for the year, which is great. To be able to spread that amount amongst the community. So it's just good to be able to do that. And include as many people as possible. I know right now it's not as fun not being able to be at a distillery doing this, but I think we're still making the best of it doing it remotely.
Yeah, saves people money,
saves people money,
and you get to see tiles, 6 people on tiles. It's very cool.
It saves you the hassle of the tour. There's no tour.
Yes. There's no tours. That's a big selling point for me.
no gift shop afterwards. You feel like you have to buy anything else,
right?
But so let's go ahead. You all stay on, but we'll go ahead and we'll close the live stream. I just want to say thank you again for everybody that joined in and tuned in to us talking about golf and honey sriracha and condiments and all those other things that kind of like took us in a different direction
and
because
funny movies.
Funny movies. I mean, it was pretty clear within the first, I think it was like the 18-minute mark after we had like done 10 minutes worth of introductions and we're on the third barrel. We're like, yep, that's it. We're done here. So I'm glad that at least I was able to taste these a little bit beforehand and know that this was probably going to be the winner anyway. So I was just making sure that we were at least good on one, and everybody was just like not happy.
You're in on it with Andy.
I'm not in on it. However, I did have a small little role to play. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. and we found out Luke's funniest movie is Godfather, so we need to do that.
What if we had the bird on like the Godfather thing? Like something like that? I don't really know. Like, kind of figure out how we can play that into it.
I love it.
Puppet strings.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we'll have maybe like there's like honey rolling down the strings or something like that.
I like that.
Okay, so
Luke came up with it all. I mean, it's all Luke tonight.
This is Luke's barrel pick. You don't want any credit for this one.
No.
All right, so we'll go ahead and close up the stream, but I want to say thank you to everybody that joined in. If you are interested in this barrel pick amongst the 20 other barrel picks that we have been doing and are going to continue to do for the rest of the fiscal year of 2020 or calendar year of 2020, we don't really do fiscal years, I guess, in bourbon.
When's our fiscal year end?
Our fiscal year is actually a calendar year, so it kind of works out that way. But if you want to see all those barrel selections that we are doing, go to patreon.com/bourbon pursuit. There is a link that says check out all of our barrel picks, and there's a list of them all there, and you can kind of see exactly what's going on and what we're doing. So cheers, everybody. Thank you so much in the community that is supporting us. It's not only just for access to barrel picks, but being able to help support the podcast that is in your ears every single week and flows a bunch of good bourbon information and hopefully makes you a smarter bourbon consumer.
Yep. You're here.
What a way to close it out, right?
Amen.
That's right. Way to go.
All right. Let me end the broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, and we'll see you all later.
See you later. Toodles.
Cheers.